Hello, good morning everyone. How are you? Good. How is your holiday? It's fine. Okay, I hope your holiday is enough to refresh your mind so we can continue to our lesson today. But before that, I need one of you to lead the prayer first. Okay. Okay, thank you. So before we start, I want to ask a question. Is there any one of your friend that couldn't join today class? Nope. Everyone is present. All right, then we're gonna moving on to our topic today. So, is there any one of you who still remember our lesson last week? Yes, we learned about ethnic group in Indonesia. How many is it? Correct. For this date, we have 1,340 ethnicity in Indonesia. That's a lot, right? Of course, with that much ethnicity, it's impossible for us to just have one culture. So, any of you just can already guess what are we gonna learn today? Correct. We're gonna learn about cultural diversity in Indonesia. Is there any one of you is excited? Yes, let's go. Because this material is very important for you because you are an Indonesian, of course. So we have to know what are our culture, our heritage, our ethnicity, and I hope from this learning, you can know more about our cultural diversity. For today's material, I already prepared something different than last week lesson. I prepared a magic book. Ta-da! So, do you want to see the first page? Yeah, let's just see it together, alright? One, two, three. Okay, so do you guys know what it is? Yes, it's a traditional house. But before I explain it to you, I need all of you to sing a song together about traditional house. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna show you the lyrics, so we're gonna sing it in the melody of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Alright? Okay, we're gonna sing together in the count of one. 3, 2, 1. See my lovely house so grand of our nation across the land. Traditional house, it's true heritage for me and you. Proof that reaches to the sky. Carving tell a story by pillars standing strong and tall. Culture held within its wall. From Sabang to Merauke, different from on every side. Yay! Okay, then we're gonna continue to this book. So, is there any one of you know one of this house already? The name? No? Okay, we're gonna learn one by one from this. Do you know what the name? No? So this house is named Joglo House. It is from Central Java. And do you guys can name the characteristic from this house? Yes, it have 4 wooden poles in the house, right? And here, 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 and here. It's called Sokoguru. The Sokoguru are often seen as representing the 4 cardinal directions, right? Which is north, south, east, and west, providing stability and balance to the home. Okay, we move on to the next house. What is the name of the next house? Yes, the name is Tongkonan. This is the house from South Sulawesi. What are the characteristics for this house? Yes, this house actually has really spacious terrace in here. And also a fun fact, the letter there must be an odd number like 7 or 13. And also a fun fact, this house is must be facing to the north because they believe the Almighty is somewhere in the northern part of the world. That's really a fascinating fact, right? Alright, we're gonna move on to the next house. The next house is called Gadang House. It is a traditional house from West Sumatra. So, do you guys can see it? What are the characteristics from this house? Yes, the roof is really unique, right? It kind of looks like a buffalo. Is it right? So actually, this buffalo roof is symbolized a victory for them. And also, can you guys see it? The house is built on stage because they want the house to be an earthquake resistant and also protected them from wild animals and also flood to get in and ruin everything in the house. It's such a clever idea to build a house, right? Okay, we're gonna move on to the next house. Do you guys know what the name from this house? Yes, this house called Hanoi. And this house is from Papua. Do you guys found the characteristic from this house? Okay, so this house is actually made by straw and reeds. And this house is actually don't have a window. They just have one entrance, one door in the front of the house. Such a unique house, right? Okay, so we move on to the next house, the last house that we're gonna learn today. So this house is called Krongbade, and it's the traditional house of Aceh. Do you guys found the characteristic from this house? Right. It has a lot of crafting in the front wall, right? And also, a fun fact, the higher the house is, the higher the level of the economy of the owner. Wow, that's a really unique fun fact, right? We already learned about 5 traditional house today. Can you guys mention it one by one from right to the left, the name of the house together? Okay, so let's start. Joglo, Tongkonan, Gadang, Hanoi, and Krongbade. We move on to the next page. What is it? Are you guys excited? Ta-da! Wow, it's a traditional dance. Are you guys familiar with one of the dances? No? Okay, so we're gonna learn one by one from this dance. It's called reok, and this traditional dance is from East Java. And the meaning from this dance is actually there were a king called Kelana Sewadana from Bantar Angin, and he wanted to propose a girl named Dewi Sanggalangit, a daughter from the king of Kediri. But the king challenged him to defeat a single battle first in return to marry her daughter, and that single battle is portrayed by this dancer. Wow, it's really creepy, right? We're gonna continue to the next dance. Can you guys see it? Like, what is this dancer look like? A bird, like. So that's why this dance is named after a bird, which is the peacock dance, tari merak. So actually, the peacock flexible and graceful dance movement imitate the behavior of the male peacock that show off his beautiful and tail feathers to attract the female peacock. Wow. We move on to this dance. This dance is called Gembyong, and this dance is from Central Java. So it's originally used in agricultural ritual ceremonies because it's their belief that this dance is invite the rice fertility and abundant harvest, and the movement of this dancer are represent of Dewi Sri, the goddess of rice in Japanese belief. We move on to the next traditional dance, which is pendet. So this pendet dance is from Bali. Initially, this dance movement symbolized welcoming the descent of God and goddess into the world. But around the 1960s, the dance was changed to welcoming dance for guests of honor. Wow, that's really such a great history, right? Okay, we move on to this dance. This dance called Saman dance, and it is from Aceh. Yes. So this dance is believed to function as a medium for remembrance the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and this dance is used for dakwah. This is seen from the lyric of the song that accompanying the dancer. Wow, that's really such a graceful dance, right? Okay, so we move on to the last dance that we're gonna learn today, which is Bangun dance from East Kalimantan. So it was originally a healing ritual because it is believed that the dancer spirit will come out while dancing and be replaced by an ancestral spirit who have a healing power. Wow, that's really a new story for us, right? So we already learned about 6 dances today. I want you to mention it one by one from this dance. 1, 2, 3. Reok, merak, gembyong, pendet, saman, and bangun. Okay. So to remember it better, I already made a game about traditional dances that we're gonna play now. So are you guys excited? Yay, we're gonna start it right now. In this game, I'm gonna show you a traditional dance and you guys have to guess what the name of the dance, okay? It's easy, right? Okay, so we're gonna see the example for the game like this. What it is dance name? Start with R and end with G. Very correct. So I think you guys is already understand about how this game is played. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the first game. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Guess what the name of this dance is? Start with S and end with N letter. Yeah, you guys know what the name? Tari Saman. Yeah, correct. So we're gonna move on to the second game. Yes. What is the name of this dance? Start with G and end with the letter T. You guys already have the name in your mind? Okay, we're gonna guessing it together. One, two, three. Tari Gumbyong. Yay! We move on to the third question. Alright, start with P and end with T. What it is? Do you guys already name it in your mind? Okay, let's guess it together, right? Tari Pendet. Yay! I think that's it for the game. I guess you are already a real pro in this game of traditional dance, right? I hope you guys having fun for today's game. After we learn about traditional house and traditional dance, we're gonna move to the next page, which is, but before that, I wanted to read a story for you. So listen it carefully, okay? So the story that I'm going to read for you called Princess Gema Stories. So once upon a time, there will live a princess. She really loves to read. Her name is Princess Gema. When she was in the royal library, she felt really happy. In there, she can read as much as she wanted. Besides reading, Princess Gema is also like to tell stories. She wanted everyone to listen to the story that she tells. Unfortunately, the royal library is always really quiet. There was no one there to be listening to the story that Princess Gemma wanted to tell. In the library, there were only Uncle Librarian. However, that uncle always stopped Princess Gemma's stories. Princess Gemma felt disappointed. The sweet cake dish cannot eliminate Princess Gemma's disappointment. However, Princess Gemma's disappointment did not last long. Auntie the cook, I have a story. Listen, my story is really funny. Please, Princess, I have a lot of time to listen to funny stories. Princess Gemma began to tell her story. The giraffe had a birthday, and the dweller made a cake for him. One stack of cake, two stacks of cake, and three stacks of cake. The cake became very hot, it almost reached the sky. Wow, Auntie can also make a high cake. Princess Gemma still has a lot of stories to tell. Uncle Gardener, I have a story about a magical plant. Listen, okay? Princess Gemma continued to tell her stories. She told the lawyer painters, the servant children, also her parents, the king and the queen, and someday, Princess Gemma, tell us another story. We want to hear a story about the inhibition of the ocean. Also, a story about a beautiful dress, princess. What if you also tell us a story about hot air balloon? Oh, all that story is stored somewhere. Come on, follow me if you want to know, said Princess Gemma. Gosh, am I dreaming? Said Uncle Librarian. He was very surprised to see that many people coming to the library. In the library, the Princess Gemma is telling a story about cake for the king of peacock. The mother managed to make a cake that resembled a buffalo horn. It was called Basum cake, and the king of the peacock kept his promise. He forgave the mother child who stole his crown. Everyone is listening to the story until the end. A servant child is looking a picture in the book. His saliva dripped. I want to eat a cake like this, he said. Actually, Auntie, the cake can make this cake for you. How about bringing the ingredient of basum cake in here? Auntie the cook can make the basum cake in the library hallway. Princess Gemma made an unusual suggestion. Not long after that, the delicious aroma of cake could be smelled from the library hallway. Who wouldn't be hungry? The joy continued in the library. Everyone got an idea for every time Princess Gemma tells us stories. Listening and reading is like entering a magical world. That's why I like sharing stories, said Princess Gemma. Then, what did Uncle Librarian say about the change in atmosphere? As long as people became diligent reader and creative, I don't mind at all. The voice in the library? No, it sounds like the singing to my ear, said Uncle Librarian. That's the end of the stories. So, from that story, you guys can see what is Princess Gemma use, a traditional dresses. Yeah, we're gonna next to the last page, which is we're gonna learn about traditional dresses. Can you guys guess what dresses that Princess Gemma wear? Yes, it's these dresses. Do you know what's the name? The name is Bundo Kanduang dresses, and it is from West Sumatra. So like what Princess Gema mentioned, the head accessory is called tangkuluk. It's shaped like a buffalo horn, so symbolizing the strength and leadership of Minangkabau women. Wow. We move on to the next dress. This dress is called Surjan dress, and it is from Central Java. And this dress generally made from brown and black cotton thread, and the simplicity is symbolized as Priyayi Jawa emotion, which prioritize simplicity and elegance. Wow. Okay, we move on to the next dresses. So this dresses is called ulos, and it is from North Sumatra. So ulos symbolize the three sorts of human life, which is blood with the color red, bread with the color white, and warm with the color black. And these three colors are often found in ulos dresses. Alright, so we move on to the next dresses. This dresses called Amarasi, and this is the dresses from is Nusa Tenggara. So Amarasi women called Ketinita has symbolic meaning of fertility, and Amarasi men called Kainenita and symbolize strength and responsibility. Okay, the last dresses that we learned today is called Ewer, and it is from West Papua. So the use of this tree straw is the main material for Ewer dress, and it symbolizes the closeness and the dependence of the people of Dani on nature. Wow. So we already learned five traditional dresses today. So I need you to mention it one by one from this. So this is Bundo Kanduan dresses, this is Surjan dresses, Ulos dresses, Morasi dresses, and Ewer dresses. Yay! We're already done learning about three traditional cultural diversity, which is traditional house, traditional dance, and traditional dresses. So to find out if you are listening to the lesson very well, I need you to divide it into two groups. First group is sitting in here, and the second group is sitting in my left side. Okay, so I'm gonna distribute you with a worksheet, and I need all of you to work together to fill the worksheet and answer it with what are you learning today. Okay, so maybe we're going you have to finish it about 15 minutes. Is it all right? All right. Okay, so this and this. Okay, you can start now. All right, it's already 5 minutes. So is any of you is already done with the worksheet? Okay, everyone is already complete the worksheet. So I need every group to send their representative of the group to read the worksheet in front of the class. Come on. Okay, so the first group is already explaining the worksheet, which is they had Rumah Adat in Indonesia worksheet, the traditional houses. The first houses is Joglo. Do you guys have a similar answers? Yes, it's correct. It's Joglo from Jawa Tengah. And then we have Rumah Gadang. Is it the same? Okay, it's the same. And then the third, it's Krong Bade. Is it true? Okay, it's true. And then the fourth is Hanoi. Right, it's Hanoi. And then the last one is Tongkonan. Correct, everybody giving applause. Yay. And then the second group is presented traditional dances in Indonesia, which is the first one is Reog. Is it correct? Yes, it's correct. And the second dance is Barak. Right? Right. And then Gembyong. Yes, everyone have a different answer? No, Gembyong? Okay. And then the fourth dance is Pendet. Yes, it's Pendet. And then the fifth dance is Saman. Is it true? Yes, it's true. And then the last dance is Bangun. Yes, it's correct. Yay, everyone give applause. So what are we learned today? Yes, we learned about traditional house, traditional dresses, and traditional dance. So what are the traditional house that we learned today? It's Joglo house. Yes, correct. And then Gadang house. And then Krongbade house. And then Hanoi house and Tongkonan house. Where is Gadang house is from? Anyone can answer it? West Sumatra, correct. And then what about Hanoi? Papua, yes, correct. Give it applause. And then we move on to the second page, which is traditional dances. What is traditional dance that we learned today? We learn about reok dance, and then genjong dance, and merok dance, and then saman dance, and pendet dance, also bangun dance. Now, I want you to guess what is the dance that imitates the peacock flexibility and graceful dance movement. Correct, Morak dance. And then what about a healing ritual dance? Yes, it's tari bangun or bangun dance. And then we move on to the last page, which is yes, it's traditional dresses, which is we'll learn about bundo kanduang dresses, surjan dresses, ulos dresses, morasi dresses, and ewer dresses. What is ewer from? Yeah, it's correct. It's Papua. And what about Surjan? Correct. It's from Central Java. Yay, everyone give applause. Before I end today's class, I need you to fulfill an evaluation task, which is you have to work it individually and maybe around 15 to 20 minutes. Is it all right? Okay, I'm going to distribute the evaluation task. All right, you guys can start to fulfill that evaluation question now. Okay guys, time is up. You can collecting that evaluation text to my text now. So I hope you guys gonna remember what I will learn today, and what we learned today is actually just a tip of an ice mountain, because the Indonesian culture is very rich, and you guys have to find it on your own by reading a book, by come to historical places maybe, and so you have more insight about Indonesian culture. Because if I had to make all Indonesian culture in this one book, I will be need so many paper from that. So remember, you still have to learn more culture from all sources that you found. Okay? Okay, guys. So I hope you guys stay healthy and stay motivated. And until see you next week. Bye bye.